Trigger warning incoming.
You dumb bitch!
Didn't even do anything. Got online with my daughter.
You did
This
it!
bitch comments and texts me.
You're
I didn't text
texting her.
anything.
You're texting her!
I didn't text anything. Look at her, still spinning.
You dumb bitch!
Let's talk about this. This guy is trying to make it out that she is the main problem here. That she's the main abuser. She literally abused him and the baby, etc. Okay. Let me tell you what. From her voice tone, from her face expression, he's trying to say that she's angry. What I see here is not that she's angry. This is despair, pain, and her tone of voice. And the fried chords, worn out chords indicate that she's worn out and tired. Why she is following him is because he is filming her. And at a lucky moment for him. I want to tell you about the dynamic of narcissists, and why I want to mention this here is because his face, not just the similarity, but the structure. I'm speaking about face structure and the expressions and reactions in this type of a situation. And this man's reaction shows a very similar pattern of reactions, eyes, and facial expression structures to Timur Rodriguez. Why I'm mentioning Timur Rodriguez is because he is a narcissist, and at least several therapists, professionals, certified professionals on YouTube can provide you the full information and detail of analysis why he is a narcissist. Not this dude, Timur Rodriguez. I mentioned Timur Rodriguez exactly because he has been analyzed and his face structure resembles that of this guy and the reactions. And let me tell you what, next on how narcissists' paradigm works in such situations. First of all, this highly could indicate of a reactive abuse from her. What is reactive abuse? Reactive abuse is what happens when a narcissist or abuser constantly has either shamed or guilt-tripped or gaslighted, manipulated the victim into situations where the victim cannot take it anymore. Psychologically and physiologically, nervous system has been stimulated to the part, and gaslighting means that it has been portrayed in incorrect ways. The situations, how factually they happened, they have been misportrayed by the gaslighter, aka the manipulator, abuser, and narcissist. They are misportrayed and misconveyed both to others and the victim to make the victim feel like the victim is insane. As a result, the victim's psyche, aka nervous system and mind, cannot take it anymore psychologically, and the body in such a vulnerable state starts to react in a variety of extreme ways, and the person doesn't seem like themselves anymore and doesn't act like themselves anymore. As a result, what we see here is the woman yelling at the man, and as some say, why is she chasing him? She's not chasing him. She is just facing him because he is filming her on camera. What is she saying on this video? She's saying, you texted her, you did this, you texted her, which indicates that she is addressing the abuse. Okay, this is assumptive abuse. Everything is assumptive, but based on this video, what we can see, based on this video, factually, what we can see here is that she is telling him about the abuse he did towards her, the abuse in question being him cheating on her and texting another woman while she's with a baby, very likely in a very vulnerable postpartum state, could indicate either postpartum depression, okay? And he is literally, how some comments said, messing with her. And she is addressing this. And she's screaming because this could have not been the first case. this is the nth case. Perhaps, we don't know, but maybe fifth one that he's done this. And her being in vulnerable state with a baby, having to take care of the baby constantly and having to deal with his issues, his problems. And him trying to talk to other women because, reasons. And more than that, trying to portray her as the abuser, the main violator, the perpetrator of these things, is actually a typical case. And filming this in a lucky stage for him, where he looks like the calm person, calm and collected, while she is being reactive, yelling at him, even spitting at him. Imagine how far he must have brought her emotionally, mentally, that she is holding her baby and she has to chase him in such a vulnerable, nervous state, devastated, yelling in a devastated, pained tone, that he has been speaking to another woman. You texted her actually indicates that she knows what the woman is. And likely it's not the first time that she knows about this. And perhaps he's done that again. And he's trying to portray her as a problem. This seems very highly like reactive abuse, and that she is not the main problem here, but he is. And likely he is yet another narcissist who is trying to show himself as the good guy. And let me tell you what, it is very hard to prove this in court. Some people say, take this to court, let's see what the courtroom says. My darling, the courtroom is not defending the 12-year-old girl in Dundee, Scotland, who was defending herself. The courtroom has not been for women. The courtroom let Diddy free in America. The courtroom, while first case was won in Britain by Amber Heard, the second case in USA was won by Johnny Depp, and everybody piled against Amber, even though the first court case was won by her. She proved that he was abusive towards her several times. Do not tell me that, they should go to court. What does the courtroom say? Court doesn't prove no shit many times. If you want real justice, it is not in the courtroom. You can't see the absolute truth in the courtroom. There are devil's advocates in the courtroom. More than that, a woman in such a vulnerable state, frequently without a grand support system, cannot prove anything in the courtroom. So don't tell me about the courtroom. With so many cases, you can Google. You have Google, you have time, just fucking Google it, look up the cases of women in the courtroom, look up the TikTok, you watch TikTok, go scroll and look up more freaking cases. You have time for it, invest that time in looking it up. How women are defended in court, let's see. Especially with the new cases of beautiful migrants who are actually systematically sent. These are not those same, let's say, Muslims that stay peaceful in their own lands and live by their no. These are the ones that are sent systematically to take over the women, to rape women in other countries, and to ruin culture of other countries. You will ask me, what does it have to do with this case? You went water over all the women's No, this is all connected, sweetie. I'm talking about courtroom, judgment and how it enacts towards protection for women in cases of police, court, and law. And what I am telling is that it is extremely misogynistic and difficult and patriarchal statement for women to actually protect themselves in court, sweetheart, is actually an extreme difficulty of a case. So don't tell me that they should go to court. This woman is in a highly vulnerable state, especially if she has undergone narcissistic abuse and she's postpartum. It's screwed case. More than that, if she has any type of mental issue, even if he's a narcissist, if she has any, let me tell you what narcissists very nicely actually manipulate therapists. There is a reason why you should not, in any case, no case, you should not go to a counselor or therapy with a narcissist husband or a narcissist wife, is because they will manipulate the situation the fuck out, and the therapist, many cannot tell who is the real victim because of how well the narcissist know how to manipulate and gaslight situations and people. So usually it is advised so they go separate, and so that the victim hides where they go to therapy, hides it from the narcissist, because otherwise that's it. Finito to your reputation, finito to your friends, to family, to groups, to workplaces, because a narcissist does not stop at you. For them, the main paradigm is their status and image. This is how they view things, through the lens of status and image. They don't have individualism. Individualism for a narcissist is their vulnerable state. All they base on is the surface tactics, image, and status. Through the breakage of image and status, they view you as well. So they will go for your status and image in front of other people and will try to campaign you as possible. And it is extremely harsh through courtroom, law, judgment process to go through. So I can't fucking imagine this woman going through such a law courtroom process in her state. Of course she will act reactive. Of course she will portray herself aggressively, because aggression, my dear, is the only way how a woman can respond to fucking abuse. Either constant long-term abuse that is portrayed by a male, okay, or another abuser, a female, no, it doesn't matter, okay? That is the only way. And that is just a normal nervous reaction to how the reactive abuse works. Next on, then the last thing I want to add, fuck every victim blamer, seriously.